way down. Really muddy. It downpour. It's still like get something going here. Hitting down. It's off here. Soup. JB, what's up, Donnie? Chase. This is. There's an old. Washed out. Really, really old. Slippery here. I'm trying. Here. Already. Trying to get in the mud. I can't believe how muddy it is and how wet everything. I do it for rain, guys, today. Hail. It was really, really bad storms here today. I mean, we had severe weather warnings all over the place. So we're starting stuff on the trees. Definitely a food source. Definitely a food source. Major through here. So let's go check the creek real quick, guys. See how high the creek. Check this creek. Thick it is in here, but you can move through it. But you can still move through it. Tack, what's yeah? It's 12 hours till the tornado. Everything's still working. giving anybody any. Mom's not getting any meatballs. Dilla looks good, huh? I gave Dilla. Hear anything? I don't know. Should be. Here now. There we go. So I know where she's pointing. Nice area open to these lower areas that are in the mud. Those are the areas I want to see. I'm looking for some tracks. You know. Knock that over. Right there. Let's all pray for Tack and move that. Oh, there you go. Tack, be careful with the tornado. Real high and real muddy. You can see how high it is in here. Very, very muddy. Little trackway though right here. Put money on this is a whitetail. Hit through. They like more open stuff. Even if it's thick like this, they still like it more open. And we're just moving along. Moving slowly. Trying to see what we're looking at here. Big old timber. This is the kind of stuff that I talk about when I talk about old timber. That tree. That's 4 feet. That's a really big tree. A lot of older stuff. When I was telling you guys, when you're looking and you're hunting, go to the old. Something was digging right here. Oh, here. That kind of looked like a handprint. Something's digging up in this area, and I see a couple other spots where something's been digging. Wonder what they're looking for. You know? Jenna, what's up, buddy? I see ya. Look at this. There we go. Look at that tree. Look at how all the bark's rubbed off on these 2 trees right here. Look at this. See all the wear and tear? That's as high as I can reach. Something's been rubbing on this. Rubbing its back on it. Rubbing some of the bark off. Same thing with this one. Something large. Huh. gonna try to go down by the gifting. I'm not really trying to be stealthy, but I'm not trying to be crazy. And I don't want to look back up at that area that way, okay? Because that area that way is where that lookout point is to our gifting spot, or whatever you want to call it. I hate saying that. I think gifting is so lame, but you know, real open in here, man. Very, very open area up in here. No signs of anybody, no footprints. But this is the geo. This ain't Old Man Whistler's. They couldn't find the geo if they wanted to. Trust and believe that. Here, I'll do a pan shot. Alright? And I'll close my fist when we get to the area, because I don't want them to, I don't want to point at it, but I'll close my fist right when I get to the area where the lookout point is. You know, so right now we're just doing a pan shot. You know, that's all we're doing. So, just so you know, what, you know, I don't want to give it any attention at all, none. So, because I don't want them to know it. You know what I'm saying? I already got one tornado. Where are you at, B? B, where you live. That's what Cat wanted to know where you live, B. So, I keep looking out of the corner of my eye up there on that ridge. Hopefully we can find something. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty curious about that area. There's another. See, I'm looking for prints around. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Those prints around that I tell you I was looking for prints. This is where I'm looking in the soft stuff. Yeah, my foot's wet now. Just looking for prints. Looking for hair on the prickers, bushes. Better strap boat down, Charles. Don't want that blowing away. About a half mile south. I'm in Eastern Oregon. That's sad tech. Just reading you guys' comments, that's all. You know? Hey, I'm starting to get green. Tender greens starting to come in. When you start seeing them tender greens coming in, you know. Hey, there's one of our cheese wrappers. There's a cheese wrapper. There's rocks on it. Hey, there's rocks on it. And there's rocks down here. There's rocks on it. Huh. These rocks were placed there. Let's see. Let's stack them and see. Those are rocks. Something put rocks there. Okay, that's weird. See how this is normally rocks in here? Look at, this is how much flooding we've been getting. No way. There's a nice print. Oh, how do I get over there? That's a nice print right there. Oh man. I ain't gonna be able to get over there with this creek. I got sneaks on. I'm not getting wet. I know I should have wore boots, but my boots are wet from yesterday. Those rocks are crazy. Maybe the wind blew the rocks up there. Yeah. No, that would have to be one heck of a wind. Bigfoot winning, what's up? See, now you're looking at the lookout point. See, on top of that ridge, that's what you're seeing right now on top of that ridge. That's that lookout point where I want to put SnowCam 1. And they can see this entire valley. All of this, they can see that from it. There's a hare. There's a couple hares. There's a good hare. See, I like this pricker tree here because it catches hares when they come over here to mess with this area. There's another hare. Right here. There's another one. Damn, that's a long hare. Holy crap. Look at that. I just got a rock thrown at me. I just had a rock thrown at me. I hope you heard it. You're kidding me. Where is it? I heard it hit. Timestamp that. I don't know which way it came because my back was turned. I just had a rock thrown at me. I hope you heard it. One hand's holding the camera, one hand was grabbing that hair off of there when I had a rock thrown at me. I just had a rock thrown at me. Oh, man, I might have to get wet feet. Dang, how am I gonna get over there? Dang, how am I gonna get over there, man? Oh, this is not gonna be fun, dude. This is not gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun. But I'm pretty sure. I don't know where it came from. I have no idea where that rock came from. to the right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go over here where it is narrower. But it's my only pair of shoes right now. I don't want to get my shit soaked. There's no way I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna be an old. Damn it. There's something over here and something over here. Damn. No, there's no way. Dude, look, there's no way I'm jumping that, man. I'm telling you. How? Looking for French down here. What the hell was that? What the hell was that noise? Came from up there. I'm looking. Yeah, down log, there's one over there, I see it. But it's covered in prickers. Yeah, man. Well, that's the first time we had a rock thrown at us here. We had a tree pushed over on us, remember? That was me burping. Man, I don't know how I'm gonna get across that sucker. I'm not going out in them. That's thick prickers over there with moss all over it. I'll fall off that log. Oh, that's deep. Ooh, that's real deep. Holy, up there. Already falling in. I'm not getting my shoes around. My boots are soaked. It's just warm. He says it's on your side, okay? Laying over the river. The tree laying over the river. I'm hearing stuff all around me. I'm hearing stuff all around me. There was another rock. There was another rock. Came from that way. Damn it. Came from up there. Whoop! 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 Dude, I know you heard. If you didn't hear that, man. There's a callback. There's a whoop. Whoop! I wear 11s. Okay, Tack says he'll be back. That's 2 rocks I had thrown at me. 2. Yeah, over here it is shallow water, but I got sneaks on, and they're my good ones. They're my BMWs. I don't know why I'm even wearing them, because my other boots are soaking wet. That's way far away. I'm not even sure what that was. Yep, I agree. Bigfoot winning. Whenever that rock throwing stuff occurs, it's usually it means they want you out of the area. It just stopped raining, so they're probably trying to feed. They're probably trying to come down here and gather, you know, some of these soft morsels, you know, because that is edible. You know what I'm saying? The new tips are edible. The new growth. And this valley, you can see, there's a lot of green in here. So they, you know, they might be wanting to come down here and forage. crazy. It's crazy. Thank you. See, those rocks came from over here. Those rocks came from over there. I'm gonna move out of the area. I want them to think that throwing rocks works and makes me leave. Because that way, we might be able to set a trap on that information later. You know what I'm saying? We might be able to use, ouch, dude, that information later. Try to find prints. I want to cast a couple prints. There's one of our baggies. What did we have in here? Didn't we have, oh, deer meat. There's the deer meat bag. Guys, here's the deer meat bag. And look, they ripped it. Here's, I dropped it, hold on. Here's the deer meat bag. And the deer meat's gone. I'm feeling all right, buddy. Don, I'm feeling all right. Look at it. They ripped the bag. This is the deer meat bag. That's gotta go with us. I don't want to litter her woods. She'll have a freaking heart attack. I'm out here throwing stuff around these woods. Cool. Deer meat bag. See, right up on top of where I'm pointing right now is that log that I was sitting on that overlooks that valley. It all overlooks this valley. Walk over towards the tree that's laying by the river. You meaning all this thick stuff over here? We can do that. We can do that. That tree's over here somewhere. Let's see. Really good path through here, but I don't see anything. I can't even find deer tracks because the water's just, everything's just so saturated. Everything just saturated. Every one of these broke off and placed, like to block off a trail, like to block the deer from use. At a Y point, maybe they're trying to push the deer around for feeding. Huh. Okay. Bird nest up in that tree. You see it? You see the nest? There's the down tree right there. See, there's big trails that run through this thick stuff. Really big trails. This stuff's probably 8 to 10 foot tall. All new growth on it. See the new growth? That's all new growth right there. That's food consumption. Something broke that. Big. Look at this. That's a big pricker. Something broke it. What was that? Timestamp that. Yeah, we had a lot of rain. I mean, it was torrential downpour and hailed at the exact same time right here. Over here. Today. No, the deer meat. That was deer meat. That baggie. We're not at Old Man Whistler's. We're at the Geo. Did you hear a whoop? I heard something. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. If you heard it, that's why I said time stamping. I flipped around because I heard it over there. I don't know who that is calling. It says scam likely. I've been getting so many weird calls lately and weird texts from weird numbers. Ask Dillo, man. We're getting... Dillo sat hid there last night and just watched these idiots text me. 2 different research organizations. Good luck. That's all I gotta say. Good luck. Because it ain't gonna happen. Looking for prints too. Trying to really keep my eyes open. But that rain came through here and saturated everything, so it's really hard to track right after a really, really super, and I mean super hard rain. I don't know if I got chat anymore, guys. Last thing I got was some Bigfoot winning, saying you had some rain. So, I don't think I got chat. I think the chat went out. So, if I don't acknowledge you or answer your question, I apologize. Because last thing I got was Bigfoot winning, saying you had some rain. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm live anymore. Huh. I don't think I'm live anymore. Let's do this. Let's go to live chat and see if I'm live. Okay. Ted's in the house. Chris. Charles. Back up. Okay. I logged off and logged back on. Okay, I see you guys now. Okay. I can see it now. Right, I can see the chat now. I'm walking away from it. We'll go back this way. All right. Well, let's go back this way. Why can't we do that, right? Okay, I know. By the fallen tree over the river. All right, well, let's go back here and see it. All right, I'm heading, Jason. Don't kill me. I'm going. I'm heading back over there. Don't beat me up. We're going. All right, here's the fallen tree by the river. We're back at the gifting rock. Okay. What are we looking for here? Oh, I think the text was lagging. Okay. Ouch, dude. Right in the back of my freaking neck. Prickly bush. Here's that tree, Jason. Let's see if we can find any evidence around it. Any prints or anything like that. Good walk path right here. There you go. There's a nice, there's one. There's one. There's the other one. Any hair? Because it came right through. Okay. Stepped right here and broke it. Okay. Look, broke. Something stepped on this and busted it open. You see it? Broke it open. That's broke. There's the next one. Here's the heel. Boom, there's the heel. Okay, so there's prints over here. Okay, we got tracks. Where's the next ones? Let's follow them. Let's follow them. Where's the next track? Where's the next track? All right, let's go back to the first track. There's the heel. There's where it broke. I see the big indentation. 1, 2, 3. Should be something in here. Something here. It went that way. It is so hard to track in here. That's me. That's me right there, that disturbance. There we go, there's one. There's one. Hey, look, that's the hand. There's the back of the heel, right? Back of the heel. See everything pushed down? Look, there's the toes. Here's how big it is. There's the back of the heel, look. See it? It's wider than my hand. It goes up here. There's one. There's the next one right there. Right there, right there. And then where does it go? Where the hell does it go? There's one. There's that one. There's that one. It looks like it's cutting off this way. but I don't see where any of the track. Right there. There it is. Boom. There it is. There, it's going this way. It's coming right through here. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? See, this is moss, and moss super spongy in here, so it's hard to see anything in here. Where's the next tracks? Jason says, I'm telling you, when he says that was a rock thrown and he moved camera about and I seen it. Okay. And it was over in here because there's definitely tracks. There's no doubt about that. 100% track right here. So, but I don't know which way it went. It's hard to say which way it went. I mean, it's hard to say what's... It's hard to say which way this thing went, man. You know? Where did it go? Because over there's the down tree. There's another down tree over here. There's a track. So did walk here. Anything on the other side? What's that? Right there. It crossed. It jumped. There. Landed in the water. You can see what knocked the moss off. It went that way. Let's see if we can go that way. Go around this way. I found you, sucker. And now I got you. Okay. I see which way it went. This looks like we might be able to get through right here, maybe. Nope. It's over in that area. Yeah, I'm not a very good long jumper. Let's put it that way. Got the most slipperiest shoes on. I break an ankle out here. I'm pretty far in. I gotta be careful. Look at that. Went that way. I need to go. We should go get an old pair of scissors. I mean, we got the light. I got the light, see? Light. There's tracks up in here. So, and this is where you said you seen it throw the rock, Jason? Or you said that when the rock was thrown, you seen something over here? Stream as you travel it, that's true. Yeah, we need to come up with some kind of a plan here, man. I'm not just... This is how Bigfoot researchers get screwed. This exact scenario right here. One leads you off of you know, if one gets your attention throwing rocks at you and then leads you off somewhere, and this is where that whoop came from over here, that means you don't follow it because you'll never catch them. That means you're close to something. I believe that's what he said too. Where I found the first print. Okay, so that validates that what you seen was real, because there are prints over here. So that validates what you've seen. You know what I'm saying? All right, buddy. Hold on. So that validates what you've seen, right? I mean, you see how freely I'm moving through here as a human. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine how freely a Squatch could just move right through this area. You know? This tree looks like it was ripped out of the ground. Wouldn't want to run into whatever the heck did that. Tell you that much. I gotta go back to that area. Yeah, I'm not falling for that. I've been doing this long enough that I know better. Been doing it long enough, guys, that I know. You know? Ouch. Damn, that pricker tree has some prickers on it. Woo-wee! That was a pricker tree, bro. That was a real pricker tree. Okay, so where's that print? Where's that print? I think it's over here. I think it's over here. Yeah, it's right there. There it is. There it is. There's the heel. Here's the heel. See the heel? Ooh, that's deep. Look how deep of water it is in. About that deep. Boom. 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 Then it jumps the river, right? Right there, and goes up that knoll. So it must have did that while we were over here. Yes, we're at the jail. Did you hear that? I hope you heard that. That was 3 knocks. Timestamp that. Knocks. Ooh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, they're in here. They're trying to feed, but I'm in here messing with them. They're trying to come down here. I mean, look at all this, man. This is all food. This is... food. Yeah, I'm heading back towards see, there's the one prints. So it came right through here. Came right through here. Still prints here, you know. Came right through here. What is that? What is that? I just seen something moving up here. I don't know what the hell it was. See, here's the tree Jason you was talking about. And our print is right there. Where we found them. Huh. Yeah, I gotta go come up with a good game plan. And I'll go up, have a cup of coffee with the Geo lady. Run, grab my boots. Come up out here. Sit out here tonight with the night vision. Johnny Luke said that's where he saw something before. Okay, so 2 people validate that they've seen that. Huh? It just went backwards. It just walked away from me. I seen it and it just went deeper. It didn't go right or left. It went that way. And it was right up there. Right over there is where we had that dude, that one where they surrounded me. Hey, dude, I shined the light on his back, remember? And I caught him walking away from me, plain as day. Right there is where that happened. Huh. Okay. Okay. Starting to understand a little bit now here. Starting to understand a little bit better this area. Huh. Okay. There's our drifting tree. I stacked the rocks. Let's see what they do. Alright, I'm gonna go make a game plan. I'm gonna haul my ass out of here and try to make a game plan. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out. They don't want me here in this area. Why? Why? Could have been me. All right. Weird. Let me fix the camera here. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a night hunt tonight. We could maybe do a blackout hunt with nothing but the night vision. A blackout hunt. What do you think? Bring the thermal. That's way off. All right, guys, let's take a kid fishing. I'm gonna go come up with a plan for us here. Oh, I'm not too sure, but you know, make sure you got my 6. So, man, it feels weird in here. Oh, hey, Les. for the wet, muddy hunt. Les, thank you so much. Les donated $5, guys. Big O.D. you ugly, you Les. Guys, let's drop some TYs for Les. Please, thank you so much. Paid for the gas to get here. Huh. These woods feel like Old Man Whistler woods right now. They feel weird. Karen, what's up? All right, guys, I'm gonna go try to make some kind of a game plan here. I gotta do something. Figure it out, because, I mean, that rain was pretty bad. I don't know over there by you, but just all day it rained here hard. And then, I mean, like hard, and hail. I'm talking golf ball size hail here we had. So you know they were trying to get out of it and hunker down somewhere. So anyways, guys, take a kid fishing, all right? Invest in the youth of this country. By doing so, man, you're actually spending time with them, showing them that you care, listening to them, all right? Get them away from that Xbox, man. You know, put down the Xbox, pick up a tackle box, man. Thank a vet. Because the country you live in and the freedoms that you have, veterans, man, the way we treat them is horrible. You understand that? Horrible, man. All right? Listen, 216-632-9385. Guys, depression is real. If you're feeling low, give me a call, okay? And I'll take care of it. We'll talk. We'll laugh. We'll break stuff. We'll cry. Whatever you need to do on the phone. I don't care what time it is. Just let you know, all right? Don't litter. Take it in the woods. Take it out of the... Oh, I thought there was a print. You take it in the woods, take it out, man. I live in the outdoors. I don't come in your house and throw stuff around. Don't do it to mine. And we'll see all of you in the great outdoors. Rain headed my way tonight, he says. Dang it, man. What the hell? Huh. Okay. Guys, I gotta go. Listen, I gotta go. You understand? Take a kid fishing. Shut it down.